All right. It's been a little bit since I've done one of these. The hive, I've already gone through the other hive. This one, I believe, is queenless, but we're gonna give it a good check. The white here, those are the two honey boxes. One's full, one's empty. And the black one here, that's where all the bees live and where I'm gonna try to find the queen or see what's going on. But there's a big difference between the two hives now, since I think this one is queenless. But let's see what we find. And the bees are a little moody, so let's see how we do. Let's get my gloves on. Whew. It's like hot and stuff. All right. Okay, so good news. You see that little long one off to the side over there? That's a sealed queen cup, and so is one in the middle. So they're gonna make a new queen. So this hive will recover, which is the main thing I want. Yeah, look at all these queens. So they're gonna be just fine. There are new babies coming out. What I've been doing is, when I come out, I take a frame with babies from that one and put it into this one, so they can try to make a queen, which has worked. According to the beekeeping people here locally, they said that shouldn't have worked. It's too late, but it did. So that means in a couple days to a week, there will be a new queen. So we're gonna take a quick look at the rest of this and see what's what. So yeah, if you see how these are all just empty, that's the big problem. They're basically filling this all up with honey. I don't know if you can see it glisten. And on the side here, there's a waxy stuff. This is just pollen and nectar. It's just food. There are no babies. Without babies, this hive will die in the winter. But they're making queens, so I'm not gonna sweat it. They're doing their job. Now without a queen, these are a little touchy, extra moody, you might say. But I feel like that's been the story of these hives since the beginning. So, you know, we'll just try to be calm and gentle, you know, as if you can make yourself not panic. So, again, it's all food. And if we look on this side, there's another queen cup over there getting ready. It's not sealed up yet, which is not surprising because they don't have an egg to put in it. But whew, I completely sweat through this. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but like when I bend down, I'm raining sweat down into the hive and everywhere. They're actually being pretty calm right now, which is great. That one's a little sticky. I've got a couple that are interested in me, but it's not that bad. It's the first time I've really gotten in here in a long time. So again, whoop, they fell off. It's just food. This is all honey, completely ready honey. and the rest is all food. So in theory, when that queen comes out, look, there's another queen cup, a couple of them. There's gonna be plenty of food for them to get back to work. But we're at the end of the season. So I'm gonna have to start feeding them soon, which is fine. And they can get ready for the winter. And the big question will be, do I combine the hives and have one super hive, or do I let this slightly weaker one go for it and see how it does? But I'll ask the Beekeeping Association that one. I actually went to the local field day and finally learned how to start a smoker that won't go out every few minutes. Oh man, I crushed their wax. I'm a monster. So this is the same story, but all I'm really looking for is just to see if there's secretly a queen hiding out somewhere on here. And there is not. I'm also doing this just for the experience of it. The more I manipulate these things, the more comfortable I get, the more gentle I get, the less frustrated they are, but they're actually being really, really calm. Uh-oh. Might be about out of smoke. Let me put some stuff in real quick. Shouldn't need much more, but I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. So I'm just going to try to get this going a bit more. Getting to this point where this almost lights on fire. And it goes. We keep puffing. I'm up a little more in, and then we'll be good to go again. It's funny, I had to relight it right after I said I learned how to do this. You know, whatever. The bees don't mind me taking my time. Okay, let's get back to it. So this one is going to make some bees angry. Maybe not. See, this one is stuck to the far wall, so I'm having to rip wax. And sometimes you get pretty mad when you do that. So, get in there. Wow, man, that's clumsy. Ugh. All right. So you can see where it's ripped. You can see where it's bulging out. They just had too much room. Let's look around for the queen or any signs of babies. No. That's all honey. Honey and pollen. Okay. That's a weird smell. It smells like tea. I wonder why it smells like tea. Okay. We're gonna bring these all back. We're gonna look on the other side. Come on, Smoker. I don't have too much to do. I got all this wax and propolis on my hands, so everything is super sticky. So I've been cleaning the tops, which I'll do in a second here. Let's go ahead and do that right now. This goop is wax and propolis, which is their sort of like, propolis is their sort of weather sealant. They can make things waterproof. It's pretty good against the elements. It's like a resin or a tar, so it's really hard to get out of stuff once it's on it. But it's also what makes these boxes really hard to move. So they've quite literally glued these boxes together to seal them. And that makes this pretty hard to do. The idea here is, by doing that, hopefully, next time I come in here, it'll be easier to get those boxes, because they weigh a lot. The honey box is like 60 pounds, and it's glued, so it's a lot of work. That's what I want. Okay. Yeah, this one's still in there. All right. I've already looked at that one. Pop all these real quick. Okay. Oh man, see that clump fall? That can make bees angry sometimes. Check it out. See them all hanging off the bottom? Weirdos. All right, no queen, no babies, just food. I can hear them getting angrier. So we're gonna wrap this up here. And again, food. 2 queen cups. I haven't even put wax on that part yet. Wonder why. There's another queen cup down at the end. Okay. Two more. This will be one of the only times I've ever done all 10 frames at once. Ooh, you're interesting. So this one's a lot heavier because it's full of honey, but look at this big lobe they built. They did that because the space between the frames was wrong. This frame is heavy. It's pretty much all honey. Wow. Speaking of which, if that one's all honey, this bees build out in a sphere of babies, pollen, honey. So the middle's where everything is, and then it gets to be more food on the outside if they're doing well. And I can already see in here as to what's coming. This is gonna be pure honey, I think. Pure honey. That stuff up there is honey ready to eat. They seal it up when it's got low enough water content that it will never expire. I'm looking on this side, they barely even finished the wax. Okay, let's close this up and be done. All right. Doesn't look like quite enough room to get this in. Well, let's make a little more room. Okay. Not. Okay. I need to make more room. Those queen cells on the side are going to get damaged, and I do not want that. I want every queen to get a good chance here. So, I'll make plenty of room, then I'll adjust. I saw one come out. All right. They're coming out because they're wondering what's going on. They're definitely mad, so let's get out of here. I want to smoke this, make the bees get off so I don't squash so many. Please come off without a fight. Nope, it's glued. Oh, God. Whew. Tiring. Oh man, that was a drone. Okay, here we go. How are we doing here? Pretty good. Done. There you go. That was a full inspection. Next time I need to do pest control and check mites.